All right, we get a really fun question today, and that is, what was it like after the Olympic Games? And I think the question came in with regard to, how does life change and what happens during retirement? And I'm fortunate in many ways that I kind of got to see retirement and post-Olympics from several different angles. After my first Olympics in '92, I was only 15, so I didn't even think about retiring from the sport. There was still so much that I wanted to do. So at that time, it was really just go back to the gym and do what I'd always done. It was a little bit different in that all of a sudden the cameras were following me, and I was very shy, so I wasn't exactly sure what to say or how to handle that. So for me, it was easy to just kind of go to the gym and really focus on learning new skills and the next set of routines to learn, and I kind of block out all of the craziness going on around me. One thing that was really fun was the tour in 1992, and that was great because I really got to know some of the athletes a bit better, like Kim Zmeskal. We had trained. Not really together because we were in two different cities, but we had trained before major competitions like the Olympics together and competed at the World Championships. But I didn't really know her that well, and we got to know each other and really became great friends during that time. Even though the media maybe didn't show it that way. But it was a lot of fun, and I kept training. Now, after the 1996 Olympics, I really felt like that was going to be my last Olympics, and that was really tough for me. It was exciting in that, you win the gold medal and all of a sudden your world is truly turned upside down. We had 2 weeks of nonstop, just crazy, insane media. I'm not sure I slept more than 2 hours. It was insane. And then that went into preparations for that tour, and that was the longest running tour I think we've ever had in the history of women's gymnastics. It was 99 cities long, and it was absolutely incredible. So much fun to travel around the U.S. and again, get to know the athletes, even the foreign athletes, so much better because you're 24/7 on a tour bus. So it was a lot of fun. It was a great way to kind of wind down from heavy training and start to enter, quote, normal life again. But it was tough after the tour ended. You go from, regularly doing a show in front of anywhere between 20 and 40,000 people a night, usually 4 nights a week, and all of a sudden there's nothing. For me, I was sitting in my apartment at school at the University of Oklahoma and doing homework, and I had 40 extra hours a week where I really didn't know what to do with myself. And for me, that was a time where I had to kind of reassess and try to understand who I was outside of gymnastics. And it took me several years to try to figure that out. And certainly you make some mistakes along the way. And I think every professional athlete, Olympic athlete goes through this during retirement. I've talked to many of them about this, and we're there to kind of lean on each other, but I think it's important to have that good support system surrounding you, your parents, and have that education also to fall back on so that you have something to fill your day as you look toward the future and what else you want to do. And then, of course, in 2000, I did my comeback and tried again for the Olympic team, and I didn't make that one. But again, it was kind of having that safety net. When I didn't make the team, I immediately kind of switched over to, okay, well, how can I remain involved with the sport while I'm pursuing these other things? I was starting to get involved with health. What else can I do to remain involved with the sport, to remain involved with the Olympic movement? And that's when I began really the broadcasting career through kind of a freak phone call that came in and asked if I'd be an analyst, and I started doing that and absolutely loved it. So I think all kinds of different things can come out of your sport and then retirement after the sport. You just have to kind of take it one day at a time and understand that it's not going to be an easy process. It is it is a complete change in your life, especially for gymnasts who do retire so young, and this is likely all we've ever known of life. So trying to be able to look outside the sport is often difficult. I think for the athletes that are competing this year, I mean, it's going to be such a tremendous Olympic year. I can't imagine that they don't walk home with gold. I don't know how that's even possible. So their lives are definitely going to change overnight. Obviously, Gabby Douglas, Allie Raisman, they've already had a significant dose of how life changes. I think that's good because they'll be on that team and they'll help with these other athletes, Simone included, because even though she's had such amazing success, she hasn't gone through the Olympic success, and it is absolutely insane in such a good way. But you want to be able to kind of have that grounding, have that support system, and it's great to have those teammates that can kind of help you through that as well. So good luck to the team this year. I'm excited. I hope some of them will continue on even past this Olympics. It's going to be so much fun. But I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that answers all your questions about post-Olympic Games.
Thanks so much for watching, and of course you can watch more videos below. And if you have a question for me, make sure to tweet me at ShannonMiller96 with the hashtag Shannon's Take. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get all of the answers to all of your questions. See you next time.